In our study, we talked to lots of young people. We went to a mix of schools and colleges, young people who got experiences of mental health challenges, those who had not. We asked them what kind of help and support they felt they needed. And they had a range of opinions. Across the board, though, they all wanted the internet to be a safer space and a place where they could find more support. Part of the picture is regulation. It's not the whole picture, but that is part of the picture. And a lot of the young people that we talked to felt that 16 would have been a more appropriate start point, at least for some of the social media sites that they were engaging with. However, they were also very clear that banning social media altogether was just not realistic. It's much more important to be able to understand how to respond to the content that you're seeing. So where does education fit within this context? Well, understanding online safety is part of that picture. But again, the young people we talked to, so these were young people who were between the ages of 16 and 25, they felt that actually they didn't want just top-down information that was telling them about online safety. They really wanted to grow in their digital literacy. They wanted to grow in wisdom, in knowing how to apply the content that they'd seen and how to evaluate and discern what they were looking at more effectively. They also really recognised that it was not just about what was in school, what was outside school really mattered to them as well. And they wanted their parents and carers to be part of their digital lives. The digital world is changing all the time, rapidly. The experiences that we've had with social media, that we do have with social media, will be really different from the ones that our young people are having and that they're experiencing. Even for the young people that we talked to in our project, they felt that their experience was really different from that of their younger siblings and those who were just entering secondary school. This world is changing all the time. The young people in our project felt there was a real gap between what their parents had experienced and what they were experiencing. And so bridging that gap is really crucial. One way we can do that is to take a step into their world, whether that's having a look at a game that they're playing and playing it with them for a little bit, whether it's having a look at the sites that they're on, whether it's looking at the feeds that they're having and comparing it with yours. That's a really great way to bridge that gap and begin to understand that the concerns that they have and the kind of content that they might encounter. For some of the young people in our project, they wanted to have better conversations with their parents about mental health. They wanted to be listened to. They felt that they needed their concerns to be taken seriously. And so having those conversations, listening well, hearing what your young person has to say is really important to them and for you together to decide on the next steps forward for them. Part of our role is to equip them as well as we can with skills, with confidence, with wisdom, so that they can do that. And when things don't work out and things do go wrong, we're there for them and with them and help them navigate through those times too.